All right. So then if you'll call the student's last name and first name, and that'll help me identify them here.
The ones with accommodation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Angela Alvarado.
Let me see if I can get okay.
Yes.
So then here, this is her test per se, and this is where I'm able to code. First, I have to verify all their demographics that is correct, and all of this is tied to accountability.
Okay.
So this is Angela's record per se. These are her demographics. I don't have to check anything there because that's already been verified.
Mm-hmm.
What I do have to do at this time is the test accommodations. So I believe it's test attributes. Yeah. So under test attributes, then we're going to look at her accommodations.
Okay.
And then for math, she is going to have, and these are linguistic. So you'll look up there, and she has, which ones does she have?
She has 4. Do we start there or?
Yeah, so if you look at 4, it's probably just the justification.
Mm-hmm. So 7 would be the next one.
Okay.
Content and language supports.
Okay. And this is for math, right?
Yes, for math.
Okay.
And then she has 8 also.
Uh-huh.
Do I need to name what it is?
Yeah, because here it doesn't
okay.
have the number.
Extra time.
Okay, now, extra time is not something that the computer gives them.
Okay.
That's something that the teacher, the test administrator keeps track of. So I can't code that here.
Okay. But just let them know about it? Or?
Yeah, you'll see on the other forms, it tells them who has extra time.
Oh, okay. All right. And then 13,
okay,
it would be oral, signed paper, and online administration.
Is that
required
the
reference materials?
Okay,
yes.
That's not on here either because the teacher is the one that is allowed to read that to the student. Okay. It's on the other form.
And then number 18 would be oral, signed, online administration, text to speech.
Okay. So for linguistic, you're going to see that most students are going to have those two, content and text to speech.
Okay.
Okay. So if you want on number 7, what is that one?
7 was content and language supports.
Okay. So if you want, you can write it right there.
Mm-hmm.
And then 8
was the extra time.
You can just put XT.
Oh, sure, I put that.
That's okay.
All right, and then 13, paper and online reference materials.
Okay.
And then 18, text to speech.
Continue. Or text to speech. And then the 22 is Spanish.
Yes.
Okay. So what we can do here is separate the subjects. That way we can reference that same student. You know what I mean? That way you don't have to be picking math is 6. 18. This should be reading. Yeah, okay. Well, we tagged them. It's okay. So now let's look at the next subject. Same student.
Same student. Okay. Angela, she has.
Her reading.
She only has the Spanish.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So for her so she doesn't have any.
Mm-hmm. Because she has the 4, but you said the 4 does not.
No. So on hers, let's just highlight pink there.
Yeah, for Spanish.
And I need to make sure up here on the language that it's set for Spanish for her. Where is that?
For the reading, Spanish.
Yeah, so math is in English. Okay, here. You see how before she took it in Spanish?
Okay, so you have to switch it to English. And then the reading is
Reading
already in
is
Spanish.
in Spanish.
And then the science
She's she won't have it because she's what grade is she? Third.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Third
So
grade.
then we'll save. Okay, so let me just confirm Angela. Okay, so she has math, content and language, text to speech, English, reading, Spanish.
Yes.
Who's the next one?
Carla Cavazos Sanchez. Cavazos.
Carla? With a K, right?
Yes, with a K.
When they have double last names, Carla
Sanchez.
Okay. Grade 3.
Yes, third grade.
Okay.
She has content and language supports.
This is for math?
Yes, for math.
Math. So she's taking it in English.
She is.
Okay.
English, content and language supports.
Okay.
Extra time, reference materials, and text to speech.
Okay. And then reading.
For reading,
I believe Spanish.
she does have Spanish.
Right. With no accommodation. No. She can't. Okay. Got her.
Okay. And the next student is Sabrina Diaz.
Okay.
And she has content and language supports,
Okay.
extra time, reference materials, and text to speech.
Okay. Now with hers, she had them already because the teacher for the last practice test we had wanted to try her with them before recommending to LPAC.
Oh, okay.
So you're gonna see some that
They're already like that.
have it. So we just have to verify that that's correct. So then math, content and language, text to speech, reading.
For reading, she does have accommodations.
Okay.
So she has content and language supports, extra time, reference materials, and text to speech.
Okay. She's good to go.
Yes. Okay, let me see. Should I highlight in pink also the name or just like that?
For the Spanish? Yes, you can.
Okay, the next one is Ana Morales.
Okay.
You need to check these two, right? The Spanish ones?
Yes.
Okay.
We'll go back to them.
Yes.
That's fine. Ana Morales. Okay. Grade 3.
Yes. She has content and language, extra time, reference materials, text to speech.
Okay. For math. And I believe it's the same for reading.
And for reading. Yes, she has the same.
Okay.
Same thing for reading.
She's good.
Okay, and then we have Oliver Hernandez. And he's just the Spanish and math.
Took the last one in Spanish, so he should be good. Let's check. Math in Spanish, reading in Spanish.
And then the reading in Spanish.
Okay.
And the next one is Jacobo Molina.
he should be good too because he's always teaching.
Okay, he has only the Spanish and then same thing in the reading.
Spanish math, Spanish reading.
And after that, we have Ashley, but her name's spelled
Y-E.
L-Y-E.
Yeah. Ashley Rodriguez. So what is it?
Rodriguez Villarreal. Because the last name goes on the top.
Ah, yes.
We thought about the name too much. And then
Ashley. Yee, like Yeezy. No, she's not there. Rodriguez Villarreal.
yes.
Ashley. Let's
Yes.
A-S.
H-L-Y-E.
Let's see if we find her just like that. Yes.
Okay. So she's just Spanish in math and reading.
Spanish, yes.
Okay, now we have, let me see. Belkin Segura.
Mm-hmm.
Belkin has
She has them for both already.
she does.
She practiced.
But she has like different.
Yeah, okay, let's look at that.
So for Belkin, she has, is it female?
Monday?
Female Segura?
Yes.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
She has content and language support.
Okay.
And then she has reference materials and text to speech
Okay.
for math.
No extra time, right?
No,
That's
no
where
extra
it
time.
changes on her. Okay.
And then for reading,
Uh-huh.
she does have content and language,
Mhm.
the reference, text to speech, and extra time.
Okay.
Enrique Sepúlveda.
She's a split tester, I think. He takes one in English. And one
And here it says both
in
Spanish.
Spanish. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Then I think he gets, no, okay. Oh my gosh, this is not the student I'm looking for. Sepúlveda, right?
Enrique. Mhm.
Enrique. Sepúlveda. Okay. Now, he is taking both in Spanish,
Mhm.
but he has RTI accommodations.
Okay.
So, on the justification there, let me just show you so you know how that kind of comes into play. So if I look at,
Which is 4, right, where it says justification.
okay, if I go to Enrique, when the teacher submitted, oh my goodness. That's not the right Enrique. I go to designated supports. His teacher submitted before we took through LCAP. And I'm gonna look at the form. 21, 22. Student will receive designated supports through RTI
Okay.
and receive Spanish instruction in math. So because they receive Spanish instruction, they cannot get linguistic support, but they receive RTI.
Okay,
So-
through RTI.
Yeah. So these are like your checks and balances to make sure, well, why on Tide do I see that? I mean, and then when you know the kids, you already know, okay, the kid is RTI, he's whatever. But this is a way to kind of check yourself and make sure that, because it could become an irregularity if we're giving accommodations that are not approved, right? So that's where that comes from. So whatever the teacher requested, then that's what we took through LPAC, and that's the summative report of each one of these forms. That's done. So where was I? Condition. Here. Okay, so he's receiving text to speech through RTI,
Okay.
but he's testing in Spanish, right? That's what we
Yes,
have for-
both of them.
Okay. So he's good. RTI, they don't qualify for content and language support.
Okay.
All right, Enrique's good.
All right. So the next one is Juan Donches.
Functions. Grade 3.
And he has content and language, extra time, reference materials, and text to speech.
Okay.
And that's for math. And for reading, he has the same.
He's good. So again, the last time we practiced, the last interim, the teacher wanted to try it. But we are going to run across some that don't have it here, so we need to make sure that it's there.
So like here we have where I checked the reading, and this one, this student Arnoldo, doesn't have anything for math, but for reading he has it in Spanish.
Yes. So Arnoldo is not, what's his last name?
Zamora.
He's taking the math. Okay, let's look at his. Zamora. He does have accommodations. He is,
RTI also.
yeah, or 504, if I'm not mistaken. I'll check his right now. Okay, so Arnoldo is taking the reading in Spanish
Yes.
and nothing in math for.
And then for math, there's nothing, only the justification.
Okay, so if I go to Arnoldo. Get rid of it. Okay, where can it be? We're gonna be working on it.
That happens to me when in class with all the tabs.
Okay, get rid of this is elevation. This is where I need to look up. Sorry, I'm just. I didn't type in. Totally different. Here, okay. What I want to do is just move it there. Okay. So, Arnoldo Zamora,
Yes.
he's 504. Let's just verify that. His report for this year. Yeah, he's receiving through 504 and Spanish reading. That's what we have, right?
Yes, for reading in Spanish.
Spanish 504.
Just the math doesn't show up.
Math through 504.
Okay.
So all he has is justification.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we got it. So then on Tide, he's gonna be math here through 504, reading in Spanish,
Yes.
but accommodations through 504.
Okay.
Okay. Now, let me see this. Alright. Oops.
Okay, and the next one's Camila Alvarado.
Camila, grade 4.
She's, yes, fourth grade.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And she has content in language, extra time, reference materials, and text to speech
Okay.
in both math and reading.
English.
And Edgar Aleman.
He's 504.
So,
Maybe not. No.
no, because he has both accommodations.
Okay,
Yes, the same
Okay.
in both.
great. So content,
Content, text to speech, reference materials, extra time.
English in both.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
And then it's Cristian Alfaro Arellano.
Okay.
And same thing. He has on both. He has text to speech, reference materials, content and language,
English.
and the extra time, and English also.
Okay. Mhm.
And we go to Ana Carmona.
Spanish.
So what grade do we check science though?
5th grade.
Fifth. Okay,
That's her,
because
right?
Edgar and Christian are also fifth graders.
Okay. We can go back to that.
Okay, so Ana Carmona, she is Spanish
On all 3, right?
in the math, and
Okay.
then on the reading, also she's Spanish.
Okay. And she's getting RTI accommodations. Let me check her. Carmona.
And then,
Ana. Carmona.
yeah, Ana Spanish and all three.
Okay, so she's getting RTI accommodations through RTI Spanish and all 3. Science. Science. No, science, they've never practiced with Tide science. So I need to make sure that I'm checking the science,
The Spanish.
right? Okay.
So going back to Edgar Aleman, he has the content in language and the text to speech.
For science?
Yes, for science also.
Okay. English
Yes,
Content
English, but
and
he has,
text to speech.
Mhm.
Okay. Got it.
and then Christian Alfaro, same thing for science also.
Science and English and both accommodations. Okay.
And then see who's next. The ruler doesn't work.
Yes.
Regina Cavazos Sanchez.
So Sanchez, grade 5.
She's Spanish.
But she does have accommodations through RTI.
Okay.
She's taking math, reading, and science in Spanish. Let's confirm that on elevation.
So, Regina. She's Spanish as well.
Regina Cavazos Alejandra Sanchez. Okay. Then we need support for 22. Okay, she's getting RTI on all 3. Spanish, Spanish, Spanish. So, RTI. Spanish.
Spanish.
Okay.
So here we have Leonardo Falcón.
Leonardo Falcón, grade 5. Alright.
And he has,
He's new, so I don't have anything.
yes, so he does have the content and language supports, extra time, reference materials,
For math,
and yes, for math.
content, text to speech.
Yes.
Okay.
And then for reading, same thing. He has the content and the text to speech.
Okay.
For science, he has same thing.
English on all 3. Content and text to speech.
Yes.
Math, reading, science. Got it.
Gabriela Gutiérrez de Hoyos.
Okay.
And she is Spanish in all 3.
So she has math, Spanish, reading, Spanish, science, Spanish. Okay.
Rodolfo Segura Martínez.
Oh, that's Leonardo.
Yes.
This one,
Oh, yes, I did have
right? Okay.
Right.
Not a problem. It helps me to look at that part. Okay, who's that?
Rodolfo Segura Martínez.
Okay. Rodolfo. 2. Rodolfo Mireles, no, Rodolfo Segura.
Segura Martínez.
Got it. Grade 5.
Yes. And he has the content and language and the text to speech.
Okay.
And then for science, he has same thing, content and language and then text to speech.
English. Okay.
And that's all the 5th graders.
Okay. Okay, then 6th
The
grade.
6th grade, I saw the 6th graders over there.
It's the last. There's someone after that. Okay, yeah.
From us.
Yes.
Are they taking?
You know what? They are taking them, so they're probably somewhere after, like in this section. You know what I mean? Because
Because it goes. There we go.
so they're taking only reading or math and reading.
So the science.
No science.
Okay.
Okay. Now 6th grade.
So it is Haley Cormier.
Haley, grade 6.
7, 8, 13, and 18. Okay, just the content and language and the text to speech.
Okay. For both, right? Math and
Haley. Yes, for both.
Okay.
And then
Okay, time's up. Come in. Hi, we have another helper today. And it's recording, so. Let me just get something for her.
no problem.
Lizzie, we're working on the linguistic ones that I had to add. But we can start, as soon as I finish that, I'm gonna print the test tickets, I will start with the boxes.
Okay.
But I can open hands. We're on 6th grade, so. And then the boxes that we have. I had the headphones, dead ones, right? But we can just kind of switch out one second. Whatever. Yeah. So we can start pulling those with the, yeah. Thank you. All right, I'm sorry,
We're just missing 2. Isaac Hernandez.
okay. Hernandez. Grade 6.
Mhm.
Okay.
Content and language and text to speech on both.
Okay, he's good.
And then Angelina Hernandez.
She has Murillo, right?
Murillo.
It's easier to just search by your first name.
And she has content, language, and then also text to speech.
For both.
Yes, for both.
Okay.
And that's it.
Yes. So that takes care of the linguistic information. Now, we also had 2 students enrolled today. I already added them to Tally, and I added them to TestCom. One of the students, Daniela, was an RTI. So I already talked to Lizzie. She looked up and confirmed that the student was an RTI, because the student used to be here, and went to class, then Picayo. So in the meantime, the accommodation we can provide is through RTI. But between now and STAR, that's one student that we have to make sure that we keep track of to confirm that those accommodations are in fact what's on their plan. So this student and this student were confirmed. Lizzie checked too. He's a transitional student. He had been instructed in Spanish before, but now he's English. So on these 2, I already went here to make sure, I added them first, because they enrolled today. And then I made sure that he was English and that she had, let me check her one more time. Daniela was nice. But I did it this morning. But there's always things coming up. Daniela. We have Gonzalez, grade 5. See how her demos are not here, her demographics? Because I don't have her record yet to confirm any of this, but I do have from registration the information that was provided at registration. Social security number, text unique ID, all of that. I was able to add her to here. So she's one that as soon as I get her record, I need to go back into the same, but yeah. These, all three in English, RTI. So that was added today. Based on the quick research that Lizzie was so kind to do this. Okay. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna print their test tickets. Print test tickets. And I'm gonna print from roster this. So these are all the tests that we've done this year. The ones that I'm looking for right now, these that say interim spring, yeah, those are the sessions I created this morning. So what I'm gonna do is now and then create like, I have to upload the roster and tie it to the teacher. So that's what I did this morning, so that instead of me getting a stack of 66 test tickets, it's gonna break them by Mary Macias is gonna get 16, Mancha's gonna get whatever the number is. So that legwork was done this morning. So I'm just gonna print math for now. And I'm gonna do roster. And see what it looks like. Okay, so what I have to do is I have to do one at a time. It's tedious.
One class at a time?
Yes.
Okay.
Because if not, they're all gonna come out without separating.
Okay.
So,
My class.
yeah, so math, grade. Can I filter this? There's a lot of tests now. Yeah, so I'm gonna go to print. I'm gonna print current roster. See how before it was like hers and then the next one, and the next one, all of them. So I'm gonna print the roster. I'm gonna print the student settings and tools because this is gonna have the kids that have text to speech. We need to give them a headset.
Oh, okay.
So first, I'm gonna print the roster. This one's in alpha, like Fernandez through Vasquez. Fernandez through Vasquez. So I'm not gonna give them a roster and this. So I'm just gonna give them this and then their test ticket. So I'm gonna go to student settings and tools. Print. The roster can be double-sided, but the test ticket's not, so I'm not gonna go double-sided because I'm gonna
Yeah, but switch back and forth.
All right, so this is what we're gonna print. We're gonna print the roster and then we're gonna print the test tickets. On test tickets, we're gonna go one by one, so that's just one per page. And then two print. And that's all her classes.
Okay.
All her kids. Okay, so do you want to print or do you wanna help Lizzie set up while I print and then we'll all work on the boxes?
What is she setting up? So for the
She's-
headphones?
She's taking out, yeah, everything that's gonna be going in the boxes.
This was TELPAS, so it's not gonna be the same for this test. So what we're gonna keep these, but once the tickets come out,
Mm-hmm. That it tells
And
us
then
who needs like
who
headphones
needs
and
the
everything.
headphones, yes. Now, the first test is gonna be the math, I
Mm-hmm.
believe. So, it will be different, like look at that first one.
This
I believe that's Miss Williams. And if we look here, see, text to speech, so Valeria will need Valeria, and then Enrique, that's 2,
Mm-hmm.
and then 1
3.
will need 3. So,
Yes. Okay.
and Miss Williams, she's only gonna need 3.
And they're gonna have names or just
It's because they had some keeping the same. Like 1 is there.
yes, 1.
Enrique.
Sí, Enrique Sepúlveda, Juan y Rodrigo Valeria.
Valeria will be there.
Valeria Fuentes.
So that one is gonna need.
Mhm. Okay.
So we'll double check once we get the tickets for sure. So that's Miss Williams.
So I can just turn it over.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Now we have Angela. This is for what is it? Maria Rodriguez.
Okay.
Yes, she has Angela Alvarado, text to speech, 1, Carla, 2, Carla Martinez, 3, Ana Morales, 4, and 5. Dos Karen. Ana Morales, 2. And then Jesse Munoz. Yeah. So the first one was Angela. Angela C. And then we have Carla Cavazos, Carla Martinez, and then Ana Morales. And then Jesse was the one that I don't think we scratch off the name. Okay, and then this is Ms. Macias. And she has Sabrina Diaz. That's 1. Andrew, 2. Jalen, 3. Arnoldo, 4. And that's it.
The ones that go back are, the no names are good, and the other ones we might have to. Okay, so this is third grade.
And then it's Ms. Diego. She has Jocelyn Fernandez. Haley Polendo. Matthew Salinas. Becky Seguro. Roberto Sierra. Enrico va.
Viene para
No, so then-
to see this Spanish.
so it's just them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Fine. 1, 2, 3, 4. Como quiera, we'll double check with
With the ticket. Mm-hmm.
And this might change from tomorrow math and then
Mhm.
reading. Some
Oh,
only
yes.
use
And
it
someone.
Most of them use it for reading, and a lot of them use it also for math, but there's some that are different. So this one, should be better. Now that's already
This is already 4th grade.
fourth grade. So these are over here. Who's the first one?
I have Michael Flores. Oh, I'm sorry, Ms. Valadez. Michael Flores. 1. Valentina. 2. J.D. Mendez. 3. Damon. 4. Josefina. 2. William. Aisha or Aisha. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 for Ms. Flores.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And look at me. Yeah, one is
Ms. Garza.
oh my god. Okay.
8 for Ms. Garza. Cruz, 5. This student has it. It doesn't say text to speech, so she wouldn't, or he wouldn't need one, right?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
That was.